So we've talked about now how to figure out how much to start with, how to find our end amount. But another important thing to calculate is how much we need to save in each period, so what your payment amount should be to have a specified amount in the future. So let's look at how to do that. So to find the amount we need to regularly deposit in order to reach a given savings goal, we use the payment formula. So you can use this formula. It's in Excel and Google Sheets. So you type in equals PMT, and then this will pop up. So you'll type in the interest rate divided by the number of times it's compounded per year, comma, the number of times it's compounded per year times the number of years, comma, the present value, so what you initially started with, and then, comma, your future value, so the end amount that you want to have. So let's look at an example of this. Suppose you want to have $1 million saved for your retirement in 35 years. That would be amazing. How much do you deposit each month in order to reach this goal if your account offers a 6.5% interest rate? So I'm looking for a payment amount because I'm looking for how much should I deposit each month. So that's what Ding 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 tells me. I'm using this equals PMT function. So when I set this up, interest rate is 6.5%. So again, to go from a percent to a decimal, you move it over to the left 2 spots. So this is going to be 0.065 divided by n, which is the number of times that it's compounded each month. So it looks like we're depositing each month, so we're going to be using 12. And then our n times t, so 12 times the number of years, which is 35 years. Present value, so what am I starting with? In this case, it didn't say I was starting with any specific value, like putting a big lump sum in. So we're going to put that as 0. And then our end amount, we want it to be $1 million. And again, don't type in commas when you're typing in numbers, or it's going to misread it in a formula. So you just type in 1 million with no commas in it. So again, if we were starting with, in that last example where we had our $1,500 tax refund that we used, so we started with that. That was a big lump sum we put in. We had a present value, and then I did a specific payment amount. However, if you're just putting in monthly payments, you don't start with a big lump sum, then that PV is always going to be 0. So when you put that into Excel or Google Spreadsheets, this is what it should look like. Make sure that you are actually going through and practicing this as well to make sure you know how to put in these values. And again, you can ignore the type. And this ends up giving us $624.88. So this means we need to deposit $624.88 a month in order to reach this goal.